Muskogee spends a lot of money to light its streets.
Currently, we're budgeting $440,000 a year for our streetlights.
The Public Works Department is trying to cut that amount by at least 20% in the next fiscal year. It's to help the city cope with next year's significantly smaller budget. When July 1st rolls around, the city will join a growing number of communities shutting off lights on selected streets to slash its electric bill.
Earlier in the spring, Muskogee did some testing to see which lights would be safest to turn off at night. Turns out this stretch of West Okmulgee is not a good place to turn off the lights because at night there's not enough ambient light coming from the businesses to make this a safe area without street lights.
Muskogee Public Works Director Mike Stewart says the city only got a handful of calls or emails from people worried that turning off some street lights was not a good way to save money. However, an unanticipated concern came up with regard to shutting off street lights on stretches of state highway that run through the city.
It was suggested to us from our local OG&E representative that we might want to make sure that our local ODOT had no conflict with it.
We asked Oklahoma's Department of Transportation if cities or towns need ODOT's permission to cut the lights on highways inside city limits.
We really don't have any involvement with the lighting system within the boundaries of city limits.
ODOT's Darren Saliba says the agency only asks that communities give it a courtesy call so ODOT knows when it's going to happen. He adds ODOT understands why communities are choosing to shut off some streetlights in these tough economic times.
Well, I think the reality is everybody's strapped for money, funding, and from what I hear, the outlook is kind of grim as well. The city has to set their priorities. They have a lot that they're responsible for, and perhaps the street lighting has become one of their items for consideration in trying to save money.
Stewart says Muskogee will closely monitor its savings from shutting off the street lights, and as the city's budget recovers, the lights will be turned back on. In Muskogee, I'm Cathy Tatom, the Oklahoma News Report.